I'm upset. I'm upset first and foremost because my co-host is running late. Let's start there. I'm upset secondly because my co-host is a Notre Dame fan, and we do this show every week um, in an effort to try to help Notre Dame and their fan base, you know, be a little more relevant because the good Lord knows touchdown Jesus and everyone else knows they're not doing it on the field. So they've got to get it how they can. Speaking of touchdown Jesus, I think that's a nice little touch, you know. You see the Messiah over the thing doing when you score a touchdown. That's a cute little touch. I like how they did that. That's about the only thing that's halfway decent in South Bend, if I'm being fair. Couple things we're going to touch on today. Obviously, we're going to go over CJ Carr visiting other schools. Let's just call it what it is. He's dating. CJ Carr was in a committed relationship with Marcus Freeman and Notre Dame, then decided, you know what? Texas A&M, that girl, she's got a nice walk. Heard about those Texas girls. So he took a trip to Texas A&M. We'll talk about that. I'm sure Ryan has a lot to say about that. Also, Notre Dame is doing this thing, right? This cool thing where they are admitting kids, like they're sending them scholarships and then taking them back and saying, oh, you know what? It's like that fishing. You remember that Geico commercial? The guy got the fishing reel. And he's like, oh, almost had it. That's how Notre Dame is treating education there or whatever to their, I don't know. Maybe they don't want to win. Maybe their strategy is to lose all the time and still be talked about somehow. It's like, you know, Notre Dame, the Cowboys, they all fit that mold. The Yankees, even though, you know, just those teams that lose all the time, that have lost for decades, and somehow America still talks about them. Notre Dame fits in that mold right there. So, yeah. I know Ryan should be arriving here soon, but like I said, we're going to talk about CJ Carr. We're going to talk about Brandyn Hillman and his possible landing spots, which apparently could be with the good guys. So we'll touch on that. We'll also talk about Juwan Howard. And is he on the hot seat? I personally don't think he is. I don't think he should be. They got a win last night over Toledo, you know, that powerhouse of a basketball team, Toledo, last night. So, you know, they've got a 1-game win streak. You can say that about them. But all jokes aside, Juwan Howard is the right guy for the job, in my opinion, right now, right? This is his fourth year, something like that. And right now he has more wins than Beeline did in the same span. Now, some will say he got a program that was in decent shape. Sure, he did, right? But he also has to implement his own culture in there. And I guess that's what's happening right now. Let me make sure that Ryan is all right. You know, sometimes this. Here we go. Because it's almost not fair for me to talk about Notre Dame football. There he goes, right? Ryan, how you doing? Can you hear that, by the way? Thank you to all 13 of you that have joined this live. Leave your questions in the live chat. We'll get to them as they come. We are pretty good about answering all the questions, getting to everyone's concerns, mostly because we only have 12 and 13 people in the live. But as this grows, and it's already doubled the size it was the last time because there are 13 of you, and there was like 6 of you the last time. So thank you. We appreciate it. Ryan, can you hear me? I think we're having some issues. Oh, he's backstage. You guys can't see Ryan, but I can. Go blue, of course. That's my guy, SC Air. It's always go blue. Always. Some good reading material for Michigan fans and Ohio, the other state fans, anybody. Really, this is a good book. You should pick it up. Michigan's head football coach, Jim Harbaugh, has a copy of this book on his desk. It is excellent reading material. Everything great about, let me get this so you guys can see it. Everything great about Ohio State football, the undisputed compendium. I'm sorry. Timeless, thorough, uplifting, notable. And it's full of great things in here about the other state. Just all their history and all the good they've done throughout time. So pick that up. I got my copy at Amazon. I'm sure you can find one there. Oh, yes, Darius Slay was released. That is NFL news for people who are unaware, but yeah. There you go. I'm sorry.
No, you're good, man.
I'm new to this whole producer thing, you know?
No, you're good, man. Hey, make this a square. I like that.
Okay.
Better. Just because it's too zoomed in for my liking. There you go.
There you go. All right, so look. I was telling people about how CJ Carr is dating. He's on the dating scene.
No, he's not on the dating scene. He's just so he's on the 7-on-7 team, and people
Right.
and Notre Dame fans are freaking out because he's taking visits to Texas A&M. I think he was at Maryland the other day.
Right.
But it's not. They're like people are thinking, oh, well, he like he gone, he's leaving. I've seen Michigan fans trying to clown us on Twitter. I'm like, y'all, chill out. Both of y'all chill out because
right.
He even did an interview like a week ago, and he said this is the reason why I committed so early is to avoid all of this because I committed when I was a junior, like early in the process, or no, before my junior year. What's up, man? To basically so I could focus on other things outside of just where I'm going to go to school.
Right.
And so he's like, I'm completely locked in. But in these visits that he's going to Texas A&M, Maryland, Washington, they're not because they're recruiting visits. It's more of that's where his 7-on-7 team, the guys he plays with, all of those guys go on these visits because that's where they end up playing in those team stadiums. So I think both Notre Dame fans need to chill out and be like, he's our quarterback of the future. He's locked in. Just chill out. Michigan fans, you need to chill out because even if CJ Carr were to leave, he would sure as hell not end up in maize and blue. So
don't do us like that. Don't do us like that. Don't do us.
Hey man, he's a what do you call that?
Hey, can you hear that by the way?
Hear what?
My sound effect there?
No, I did not. But no, he's a Michigan legacy, and you guys weren't even in the top teams for him.
So that is first of all, we were in the top teams. He visited.
You weren't in the top 3.
It was Notre Dame Michigan several times.
I think that his final 5 was Notre Dame, Michigan State. There was some random team in there. Maybe it was like, I want to say it's like Auburn or something like that, and then Michigan.
So the thing is, I think that he wanted to not be in his grandfather's shadow. It'd be pretty hard not to be if you went to Michigan. Being that Lloyd Carr's name is on the tunnel, that sort of thing. I don't know if he had the fortitude, the intestinal fortitude, to the testicular gumption that would be needed to follow in, those footsteps.
No, I think what he did is he had the testicular function to say, "Hey, I'm not going to Michigan, Grandpa. I'm going to make my own legacy. And guess where I'm going to go play football for?
Now
Notre
that
Dame."
was blasphemous, and I stand by that. Choosing Notre Dame over Michigan was a blasphemous move.
Did you? Well, would you rather him go to Notre Dame or Michigan State?
That's a trick question.
No, but seriously, did you know that when he committed, his grandpa
right
did not want to take the pictures for the commitment?
Right, I saw him put the hat on him and all of that. Yeah,
he was pissed.
Right. Yeah. It wasn't cool. It's not cool to do that to Gramps. So look, we've got some things to talk about. Obviously, CJ Carr is a big deal. He is committed to Notre Dame. From the sounds of it, he will continue to be committed to Notre Dame.
And he's even mentioned, I didn't get to mention also, he said that he's turned his phone off.
Really?
Because ever since Tommy Reese left, he said everybody's coming out of the woodwork trying to recruit him away from Notre Dame, and he's even turned off his social media. He's not on social media anymore.
Well, Tommy Reese was like his main recruiter, right?
That was his best friend.
Yeah.
So the thing is that I heard people were, he's going to go to Alabama, which Alabama probably wouldn't want him anyway because they've already got the number one quarterback in the class of 2024, and Julian Sayin. So,
Julian Sayin's not the number one quarterback in the class.
I swore he was. It's
Dylan Raiola.
For whatever reason, I thought Raiola was 23.
No, he's 24.
Isn't he like trending in Nebraska or something like that?
Yes, I did see that. But then, like the following week, I saw that he was trending to USC. So I don't know where he's going. I don't think.
Why would you want to go to Nebraska?
Well, I think his father is there currently, right? Or is that his father's alma mater, something like that?
I wonder why he decommitted from Ohio State. I don't know what the whole thing from that was.
Well, they're losers, so there's that.
Yeah.
That's probably
CJ Stroud. CJ Stroud will not be a top 5 pick, evidently. Probably not even a top 10 pick. That's what everybody's saying. Everybody's saying right now the Panthers are going to draft Anthony Richardson number 1 overall, which I pray to God, if you are a Carolina Panthers fan, your team does not draft it.
Did you put that up there?
Number 1. Who? Me, I did not. I cannot put that up there unless I'm an admin, I believe.
Oh, and you're not an admin. Huh? I don't know.
But for real though, like that's crazy that people want Anthony Richardson over CJ Stroud just because of how insane his combine was.
Well, look, I'm going to be fair. I think he had an amazing combine. I think his upside might be if Anthony Richardson turns out to be Lamar Jackson, is that worth the number 1 pick?
Are we really comparing Anthony Richardson to Lamar Jackson right now?
No, I think he's built a little different. Even he looks to be a little bigger, sturdy.
I'm just saying this, like, maybe it's just me, and I don't, because I'm a Broncos fan,
right?
So we're kind of irrelevant in the first and second round picks anyway this year.
Yeah.
First round picks are for losers. But I look at a guy that I want to draft.
Mm-hmm.
I don't the combine to me is very minuscule in terms of where I put this guy on my draft board. Now, the difference is if like I got a wide receiver and he's running a 4.2 40, okay, then yeah, you're like the top of my draft board. But I just because Anthony Richardson can run faster than other quarterbacks in the draft, can jump higher than other quarterbacks in the draft, like how does that make you go from a 7th round projection to a 1st overall pick? Especially when you're in college. He had one good game this year. That was against Utah.
That was like the first game.
And then you watch him the next week against Kentucky, and he
Yeah.
throws 2 pick sixes and looks like complete dog water. Like, I don't get the hype around Anthony Richardson, man.
I mean, I think people are enamored by the upside. I want to address this comment right here really fast from Doug Sam. First of all, this is a sign that more Notre Dame fans are starting to
Doug,
come
he's on
over
the
to
blue
the
and gold
channel.
message board. That's my boy.
All right, Doug. And I want to. I was just being a troll, obviously, with my.
I think if you ask Phil, he doesn't think CJ Carr is going anywhere.
Yeah, no, I don't think he's going. I don't think he's decommitting. That being said, I would find it very funny if he did, and if he did, you would not hear the end of it from me.
Watch him spurn us both and decommit, and then go to Michigan State.
If he go, no. All right. So speaking of decommitments, this one's not necessarily so much of a decommitment as it was just being let out of his national letter of intent. Brandyn Hillman, former Notre Dame commit, was granted release, as he put it, as it's being said on the internets. Granted release from his national letter of intent with Notre Dame. On the boards, the message boards, the Notre Dame message boards, the Michigan message boards, all around across the country, the talk is that there was some academic trouble.
Yep.
Okay. And now I don't think it was necessarily a GPA thing. It was a test score, or am I wrong?
I don't think it. Yeah, like it was. If I'm not mistaken, I believe it was his grades in general.
Okay.
Marcus Freeman, he's already started class at Notre Dame.
Yeah.
I believe he was an early enrollee, so he's been there for about a couple months now in school. Freeman basically said, "Hey, man, you got to get your grades up," and he did not do that. At which point, it was either he was going to probably lose his scholarship, or he was just like what the karate did, and he just wanted back out of his NLI and decided to open the door elsewhere. Which, you know what? If you are, I'm gonna be this. I'm gonna kind of be nice because I don't really know this kid too much. But let's just say if you are not the sharpest tool in the shed, Notre Dame is not the place for you. That is what Alabama and Ohio State are for. If you're good at football, but you're dumb as rocks, that's where you go play football.
Yeah, no doubt. First of all, I don't want to besmirch the young man either. He's a high school kid.
I'm not saying the kid's dumb, but I'm
obviously
just saying,
no. I'm not saying that you are either. I don't want to put that on you either. I'm just saying that we don't want to talk about high school kids in some besmirched way. However, I do agree with you. Obviously, Notre Dame is an institution where education.
We're not Bama. We don't lower our academic standards to a D average to play football.
Is that what? That's not true.
That's got to be a thing. That is most definitely a thing. Have you not seen Henry Ruggs? That dude's GPA was god awful.
Well, first of all, I know Henry Ruggs and his decision making all too well as a Raiders fan. So that's a whole nother thing. But here, Mike Campbell's obviously saying that it was GPA as well on the message boards, and this is even on a Notre Dame message board because I spend time there trolling Notre Dame fans as well. Tom Loy, who is one of the Notre Dame insiders, actually alluded to it being a test score. And Tom Loy obviously has some information. He also alluded to the fact that Notre Dame, if they wanted, could have taken him anyway and just decided not to.
Oh, Michigan could have?
That Notre Dame could have, stuck with his scholarship if they wanted to. I did see that Tom Loy also said that he thought that Hillman would end up at Michigan. That being said, Michigan also now
did you guys even offer the kid?
In fact, we did offer him, okay. But Michigan also is notoriously known for not accepting everyone. Obviously, it's the standard isn't the same as Notre Dame's, although it's not far off. So if he really has problems with his GPA, then I'm not sure that Michigan is a landing spot for him as well, but we'll see what happens.
You know what? He'll go end up playing at Alabama because Alabama just offered him the other day. That's what'll end up happening. If he goes to Colorado, talk about academic standards
or Virginia College. Why would you disrespect Virginia colleges like that? Virginia Tech, UVA, he can't get into those with bad grades either.
But anyway, I was gonna say, now that we're kind of talking about it, looking at this 2024 recruiting, cycle, what are you most excited for? Because I've already got a few guys that I think, one of whom is, I believe Michigan is in his top 2 right now.
Yeah.
That being Bryce Underwood, the number 1 quarterback in the class of 2025.
Yeah.
Hey, Notre Dame's pushing hard for the kid now, so
it's not happening.
It is happening. It's very much happening. He's already getting. I believe he's setting up an official visit.
Yeah, that's good.
He has already set up an official.
He should take all his visits.
So hey, come play at Notre Dame. You can come and sit behind CJ Carr for a few years and watch him do his thing. And
that's not happening. So here's the thing. I am very excited about where Michigan is in terms of the recruiting for 2024 and 25 as it stands, because as you know, Michigan's coming off a couple years of horrible to Michigan standard recruiting, right? Last year, I think we had like the 19th ranked recruiting class, which is not good enough. In the year before that, I think it may have been even further back, 22 or something like that. But I digress, because both of those years there was talk of the head coach leaving. So we have that. It does seem position now. We'll have to wait till the end of this season, though, with Jim Harbaugh, because as the wind blows, so does, his feelings sometimes. But if all of that is set, then I believe that Michigan will have top 5 recruiting classes in both 24 and 25. We are currently
you're pushing it.
No, I believe
you're pushing it. Notre Dame's at 5 right now, and you're pushing it.
I thought Notre Dame was at 2.
No, we fell. We fell from 2. We fell from 2 to 5 because the ranking.
I have not looked at this ranking in a while, so I will. We aren't far from 5, though, right? We were in the top 5 in both 24, 25.
From my understanding, everybody dropped except Georgia.
Well, Georgia sucks.
Screw Georgia.
Yeah, we'll find all that out. Somebody in the comment section, tell us where everybody stands with recruiting.
So I'm looking right now. So let's see, 2023. Let's go to 2020. Wait, no, that's 2022. 2024.
Stewart.
All right.
Stewart doesn't go to good counsel. Stewart doesn't go to good counsel.
So we got the top. This is the top 10. Georgia 1, Bama 2, Florida 3. The other state at 4, Notre Dame 5, Florida State 6, South Carolina 7, Louisville is in there too.
Is this 23 or 24? This has got to be
24. 24. 9 is Tennessee, 10 is LSU, Michigan is at 11.
What is this rivals?
No, this is on 3. All
right.
This is where they take all of the sites and they make it equally weighted. So that's basically like if you just average everything out, that's what the rankings would be.
Yeah. So I mean, I'm not too upset about it. Like I said, I think Michigan,
the fact that Louisville, South Carolina are in there, that's like, dude, what? They have no reason.
They won't be there long. I don't think either one of those schools will be are long. For
and look at the schools Michigan is surrounded by. You got Clemson, Oregon, Texas. So So you've got
I expect all of those
players.
schools to be there, right? I expect all those schools to be close to the top, if not at the in the mix, right? So
a
I'm
lot of
not worried
schools
about
also
that.
don't prioritize getting commitments until the
Right.
summer. So
And that's one of the things that I was trying to tell your friend Mike here in the comments last season, that when they got off to a hot start, Notre Dame, that doesn't matter until it starts to matter. But again, Stewart, I think you're thinking about Dylan Stewart, who is actually from DC. Aaron Childs goes to good counsel, and Aaron Childs,
Chili's, he's actually going to go to Notre
yeah,
Dame, but he's been
right.
talking seriously, he's been talking Notre Dame up recently. I believe he's the number 2 linebacker or 3.
He might be. I think he's the number 3 linebacker in the class. He's the number 1 recruit in the state of Maryland. He just came off a visit from Michigan again. He's already planned his official visit. And at the end of his official visits is Michigan, which
do you guys have like a
always an
offer
indicator.
Day? Like because like Notre Dame in March it's actually this weekend. It's called Pot of Gold, where they have all their huge recruiting targets in on one weekend, including the commitments. So like CJ Carr will be there, like pitching to all the top, 5-star, 4-star guys that they want.
But is Underwood going to be there?
Probably.
He's not.
Probably. He doesn't. Notre Dame hasn't even offered the kid, I believe. They've been focused on the kid from Georgia.
If you haven't offered him yet, then you should stay focused on that kid from Georgia, because you're not getting.
Well, no, we've got a few kids. Let me actually look this up really quick. So we go into 2025. We go to Notre Dame offer. Let's see, Notre Dame and even in the top 14.
Michigan just overtook Michigan State in On3's recruiting prediction machine for Bryce Underwood. We are the number 1 school.
Why would he want to go to Michigan State?
I mean, it's all about relationships, man.
Dude, have you seen the quarterbacks?
Notre Dame has a 1% chance, a less than 1% chance of landing Bryce Underwood.
They've just started like getting really on him.
Yeah.
Let me see offers. That's 2025 offers. So let's see. So yeah, they did offer Bryce Underwood.
Look at my guy Jason Acuff. I'm upset. You know it.
So these are the quarterbacks that Notre Dame's targeting. So you've got Bryce Underwood, and then Antoine Hill. He's from Warner Robins. He's the number 5 quarterback.
Bro, stop it. Pot of gold, great.
I'm sorry. And then Riot Montgomery, who is the number 6 quarterback. So
Ryan Montgomery. Guys. Ryan Montgomery, who also was just at Michigan, who also had a banging time at Michigan.
But you gotta realize, Phil, we're in the spring.
Yeah,
that's going to be a fight. And also, Notre Dame didn't really prioritize recruiting quarterbacks until they figured out their OC. So
Ryan Montgomery doesn't have the grades.
Hey, Antoine Hill does. And he's better.
He can't get into Notre Dame. So, okay, really, really fast, really quickly, seriously. Isn't this exactly, and Notre Dame fans, get your fingers ready. I know all the Twitter fingers are about to explode. Isn't the Brandyn Hillman situation and things like that situation exactly why Brian Kelly felt like he couldn't win at Notre Dame? No. Your class, let me say this, your 2023 class slowly crumbled the closer we got to National Signing Day, right?
No, it didn't crumble. We lost 2 guys that Notre Dame could afford to lose.
You lost
the running back that went to Oregon.
You couldn't afford to lose Bowman?
Bowen?
Bowen, I'm sorry.
We already had 3 safeties in the class. I mean,
no, but 3.
Think about it. Safety. in terms of
Which,
like
by the
most
way,
important-
one of those three that you're talking about was Brandyn Hillman, who you don't have now.
No. Brandyn Hillman was considered an athlete. Notre Dame was going to have
Right.
him at safety.
And they were recruiting him at safety.
But we got Ben Minnick and we got Aiden Schuler, who Aiden Schuler is the number one player in New Jersey. And Ben Minnick, I believe, ran the fastest 40 time of any safety beside not named Peyton Bowen. So dude's quick as shit.
Right.
But no, Bowen, the thing I look at is like, okay, we had Kyle Hamilton, right?
Right.
Kyle Hamilton, I don't even think he was a 5-star. He might have been a 5-star.
Kyle Hamilton was real good.
But we had Kyle Hamilton. We had maybe the best safety in all of college football. And guess what? It didn't make that much difference. Did he have a lot of impact? Yes, but he didn't. That doesn't win you games, like, because safety, in terms of the most important positions on the field, is very far down the list. So my thing is, we've got guys like Jeremiah Love, who Brian Kelly wouldn't have even tried to go after. Jeremiah Love was not a Brian Kelly guy. He was a damn near 5-star. Probably should be a 5-star. In my opinion, is the best running back in the class of 2023.
2023.
If you go watch his tape, because that kid is a beast. So I don't know, like, he's not going there. Y'all need to chill, because crystal balls don't mean anything until the kid signs the dotted line.
Oh man, you guys are so upset, man.
No, I'm not upset. I'm just saying, like, I'm trying to help you guys out.
Notre Dame needs to borrow my slogan.
I'm not trying to get you guys to be upset when it all crumbles.
Jim Harbaugh, first of all, I want to remind people because, I give you Notre Dame guys your latitude. I let you get on and say your things, right? You got Mike in here in my comment section. He's saying his things. The last time we were on the live, you guys kind of double teamed me, right? Yeah. And it still didn't work out for you. By the way, and sidebar, these two, to all the people on the live, Ryan and this Michael Campbell character in the comment section here were destroyed on Twitter last week.
No, we were not destroyed. We were not
the other state fans.
No, Ohio State fans thought they destroyed me because they were talking about, what's your record? What's your record from the early 2000s? Okay, nobody cares about 2000s. Oh, you guys haven't won a New Year's Six game. Okay.
Well, this doesn't matter.
This is a different team. That doesn't matter. What Brian Kelly did before Marcus Freeman doesn't matter. It's irrelevant. Because I was bringing up stuff about this year.
So is Brian Kelly a better coach than Marcus Freeman?
No.
Come on, man.
No, man. Marcus Freeman, he beat Clemson. He beat a top 5 team, something Brian Kelly never did.
Brian Kelly beat Clemson.
No, that doesn't count because Trevor Lawrence didn't play. That don't count.
You guys got more. He beat them.
No, he did not beat them. No. What happened was
Marcus Freeman beat them with the backup too.
What do you mean?
Brian Kelly played the backup, right? And
Marcus Freeman played the starter. Freeman. DJ was the starter.
Cade Klubnik was in the game for most of the game.
No, he wasn't. He only played 2 snaps.
Oh, maybe it was the okay. All right, I'll give you that.
But no, I'm looking at. So I'm just.
Ungulale was the backup though.
So I'm looking at this. So Notre Dame's going to probably land Kedron Young, who's a really good running back. I believe he's the number 9 running back. He's going to be Notre Dame. Corey Smith is a big, looks like a Notre Dame lean according to On3. Mm-hmm. Anthony Carey might be a guy Notre Dame can kind of get in, but we already got Aeneas Williams, who is a solid running back. Kind of like he's a bigger version of Kyron. Darion Dupree is a Notre Dame lean right now. Looking at wide receivers, Mylan Graham. Really wish he'd go to Notre Dame, but
I think he's going to the other state.
We got Cam Williams, the number 6 receiver in his class, so we don't need Mylan Graham. We don't
Last
need
time we
Meilinger.
played.
Ryan Wingo, Notre Dame's still in the mix for him.
No, they're not.
Let's see. Tay Johnson, he's obviously going to be Notre Dame. He's an Indiana kid. Let's see. Burdell Richardson right now is projected to go to Notre Dame.
What about
He's
Nitro Tuggle?
Who's Nitro Tuggle?
See, he's an Indiana kid that was just at Michigan.
I mean, we don't care about the kids. If just because you are from Indiana doesn't mean Notre Dame gives you an offer. Jeremiah McClellan, dude, he's trending towards Mizzou, but Notre Dame's still in there.
Going to Michigan.
Quasi Gilmer is a guy that will be Notre Dame. From everything I've read, he's on commitment watch to Notre Dame. He's a fast rising prospect right now.
Who are you most excited about in 24, and then who are you most excited about in the 25 class?
24, other than CJ Carr. When we get Jaden Rydell, the number 1 tight end in his class.
Is he leaning Notre Dame?
He's teammates with CJ Carr and Quasi Gilmer
on their 7-on-7 team.
They play together. So he's best friends with CJ Carr.
Okay.
So I believe right now they said it's a Notre Dame Georgia battle for him. But
he's also visiting Michigan in the coming weeks. So.
But they said the CJ Carr connection with him is a big thing.
I mean, we'll let CJ come back if he gets his act together.
Let's see. 2025, we have no commitments. So I'm like, I think we have a good shot at getting Bryce Underwood.
No, you don't. Stop saying that.
Watch him come to Notre Dame when
you have a less than 1% chance.
That doesn't matter. That's right now.
Okay. All right. For us, 24, I think we have to land Jaden Davis. Jaden Davis has put us in such a predicament.
He's pulling a Dante Moore on you guys.
Well, that would be sucky. I don't think it's quite Dante Moore, though. Dante Moore kind of let us know that Matt Weiss wasn't the guy, and we stuck with Matt Weiss for way too long.
You picked Matt Weiss over
right over Dante over a short thing. And then Jaden Davis let us know Matt Weiss wasn't really the guy. Finally, Matt Weiss decided, he wanted to be an internet detective. I don't know what he was doing, and got himself
you guys
fired.
Got a lot of 3-stars in this 2024 class.
Don't disrespect us.
Ted Hammond, that was a Notre Dame guy that they offered last second.
No. Don't try to clean this up with the last second. Ted Hammond could be a 4-star. By the way, Luke Hamilton was a 4-star and should probably still be a 4-star.
Hey, but
we got a lot of 4-stars in there too. Don't just try to say we got 3 stars.
Hey man, when we talk about 2024 commits though, we got CJ Carr and we got Cam Williams.
What are you guys going to do with them, though?
CJ Carr is going to be the second Notre Dame quarterback in a row to win a national championship.
When's the next time? When's the next time that Notre Dame plays Michigan?
No idea. It's probably when CJ Carr is the quarterback.
Because if CJ Carr and Jaden Davis are the quarterbacks of those two teams, then you're going to see why Jaden Davis is the much more heralded quarterback.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. I'm sure that's the reason why you guys said CJ Carr wasn't a fit.
He wasn't. No, he wasn't. After we thought about it, he didn't really match what we had going on. We were like, nah, because we don't need that.
What happened with you guys and Cam Williams, though? Kid from Illinois, and he had Iowa and Wisconsin over you guys.
That's fine. He clearly doesn't like seasoning on his meat. Iowa, Wisconsin, Notre Dame. I mean, I guess whatever. It is what it is. 2035 is the next time we play you guys. So CJ and
will be in the NFL. CJ Carr will be in the NFL, being a Hall of Fame quarterback by then.
You have to stop this.
So wait, no, look. This is sad. So Cam Williams top 5. Notre Dame, Iowa, Wisconsin, Michigan, and Illinois.
Right. So we made
You
the
guys
top
had
5.
the same amount of chance of landing him as Illinois.
That's not true. And look, people want to go to Illinois because they're going to be the unabashed, star on that team. The unrivaled star.
Didn't want to go be a day one starter in Michigan.
He would not have been.
He will be.
Let's speak about the current rosters really fast, right? This upcoming season, obviously Notre Dame would have to beat the other state. They'd have to beat Clemson again. They'd have to beat USC to make the playoff. Right?
No, we don't have to. We just have to go 11-1, and we're in.
Maybe. Okay, I'll give you that. 11-1, you're in the playoff. Depending on which one of those teams you lose to, sure. Okay. But Michigan obviously has the other state. We have Penn State, these powerhouses in the Big Ten. Minnesota, another good football team.
Did this guy really just say CJ will never be a JJ?
Yeah, he won't.
What is JJ right now?
JJ is the Big
JJ
Ten,
has not
Big Ten champion.
JJ is a good quarterback. This blasphemy.
I feel like you're being disrespectful.
No, listen. No, I'm not being disrespectful. JJ has the talent to be a really good quarterback.
To be great.
Has he shown flashes? Yes. He has also shown flashes of throwing dumbass interceptions for no reason.
Who do you know that hasn't thrown an interception?
Tyler Buckner. No, I'm joking. But no, this blasphemy about how JJ McCarthy is already a top 5 quarterback in college football. Michigan fans got. No,
so you are being disrespectful.
No, JJ McCarthy is a top 10 quarterback in college football. Top 5?
There's not 5 quarterbacks better than JJ.
You got, let's see, Drake May is better. Okay.
Say it again.
Caleb Williams is better. Okay.
Okay.
I'm going down the line here. Hold on. Let me go look at that thing.
Michael Penix.
Michael Penix Jr. is better. Sam Hartman is better.
Sam Hartman's not better.
He all-time ACC leading passer ever.
I mean, he passed in the ACC.
When is JJ going to throw for 4? Wait, first of all, okay. When is JJ going to throw for 30 touchdowns in a season?
This year.
Okay. When is he ever going to hit 40? Because Sam Hartman.
We don't need that.
Twice.
We don't need him to do that.
We do need that. You do need that.
We don't need him to do it.
Your running game will only get you so far.
Now, Ryan. Michigan's running game is going to be the best in the country. Let's start there. We're returning the best running back in all of college football,
Dame,
and that's not hyperbole.
Offensive line in college football because we've got 2 guys. So we got 2 offensive linemen.
This is
for next year's team that are projected first-round picks.
This is ridiculous.
It's not ridiculous. Go tell the draft people they're ridiculous.
Michigan has won back-to-back Joe Moore awards, and
you guys got how? Okay, the Joe Moore award-winning offensive line that had 60+ pounds on a TCU defensive line got absolutely manhandled.
We didn't get manhandled.
You gave up the most tackles for loss in a college football playoff game ever.
Yeah, I mean they were motivated. TCU was.
They were smaller. Okay. That's like Stanford beating Notre Dame.
Let me ask you this: If Michigan, last year's Michigan team, played last year's TCU team 10 times, how many times do you think TCU would win?
TCU probably wins that 7 out of 10.
You know what? Get off the live, man. This is super disrespectful. You're just saying things at this point.
No, I'm not.
That one time that they would have won is when they won. They won the one time they would have won, in the college football playoff.
Okay, so hold on. So we've got Bo Nix is better than JJ McCarthy.
Okay.
That's not
Again. Bo Nix shouldn't even count because he's
Bo
played
Nix was a
college
Heisman
football
candidate
all
if he
my
doesn't
life.
break his leg.
Bo Nix has played college football all my life, so he doesn't even count. He's like somebody's grandfather.
We're going into this year. Yes, it does count because Bo Nix. Did you not watch how Bo Nix looked this year?
Bo Nix is not a super. He's like a Super Saiyan senior. He's a.
I thought Sam. Sean Clifford.
Bo Nix has graduated from Auburn and Oregon.
No, that's Sam Hartman.
Ridiculous.
Sam Hartman's a grown ass man. He's old enough to be JJ McCarthy's grandpa. Let's see. I'm trying to think where this would be because I know Andre posted this, but I can't find it now. This is bothering me.
Bo Nix.
Like, you just can't tell me that you don't think Sam Hartman like that. Oof.
I think Sam Hartman had more opportunities to pass the ball. That's what I think. And I'm not even being funny at this point.
Did you really wait? Hold on. So Sam Hartman with the one of the worst offensive lines in college football, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is averaging 40 touchdowns a season.
But
JJ McCarthy has
who says it's one of the worst offensive lines?
Did you not watch it? Did you realize Sam Hartman was the most sacked quarterback in college football?
Well, maybe it's because Sam Hartman holds on to the football too much. Maybe because the defense knows they're going to throw it.
It's because the offensive line is atrocious. They got killed by Louisville.
I mean, Louisville was a decent team.
Okay, so this is by Pro Football Focus, just based off of ratings.
Okay,
like this is, and PFF, you can take what they say with a grain of salt because sometimes what they say is just stupid. But this CJ Carr's gonna be so let's see. So we got
absolutely
the number one quarterback returning for this year, Caleb Williams.
Who?
Okay. So. Right. I disagree with that. I think Drake May is probably the best quarterback in college football next year.
I don't understand how you think that or why you think that, but all right.
Okay, did you not watch Drake May play?
No, Drake May is extremely good. I don't have a problem with him. Oh my God. You have to stop this hyperbole.
Drake May, dude. We played Drake May. Okay.
This is blasphemous.
And we dog shit all over his North Carolina team. Okay. I've seen Drake May struggle. But the kid, after I seen him do that, complete that touchdown pass, where the dude is like, he's on his back heel, and he's like falling down, and he just still he's like this, and it's a perfect spiral. I was like, dude, that's Patrick Mahomes type shit. Like that automatically, you cut the tape off, you say, all right, here,
this is the guy.
You are a first round pick. Yeah, you are a first round pick.
Just off of that throw alone.
Yeah,
and I'm not even disagreeing that Drake May is a top 3 quarterback in college football. However, I do think it's
if you said JJ. So what about the Michigan fans that were saying on Twitter that JJ McCarthy's better than Drake May?
Yeah, I don't necessarily agree with that. However, I will say this: JJ hasn't had the opportunity yet, right?
What about Cornelius Johnson?
What you said? What?
Cornelius, you guys have 2 really good receivers, and he still barely threw for over 20 touchdowns this year.
Because it's all about the opportunities you get, man. We had the best running attack in football. Why would we not utilize that?
But you have a 5-star quarterback that can throw the ball,
right? And when we needed him to do that, he did that.
Sometimes he was very.
We lost 1 game, so when we needed him to come through, he came through, especially against Ohio State. Right early in that Ohio State game, we had a chance to be put away.
What happened to your guys' offense when you guys lost Blake Corum against Illinois?
Yeah, it sputtered.
It struggled. It struggled.
It did struggle. Yeah,
because you guys Illinois was not respecting the pass at all that entire game.
That's fair. However, it was JJ McCarthy completing some big throws down the stretch that got us into the opportunity we got to kick the field goal. That's indisputable. JJ McCarthy is going to the talk is already out in spring camp. He's already performing a lot better than he was last year. JJ McCarthy is going to be amazing this year. I have no doubt
Okay, let me
about
say
it.
this, Phil. Okay. I said he's a top 10 quarterback in college football right now. Okay. I'm not saying he can't he can't make turn into a top 5 quarterback this year.
Right.
But what I'm saying is I'm not looking at projecting where a kid's going to be at. I'm looking at what have they done so far. So now I know Michigan fans that they're just like Notre Dame fans how we are with CJ Carr. We think every 5-star we get is going to be the best quarterback to ever lace the cleats at Notre Dame or Michigan. So I understand the bias with JJ McCarthy, but I'm saying to be unbiased, because I've seen JJ McCarthy play a lot, he has the potential to be a top 5 quarterback. But I'm just saying, based off of his stats and what he's done so far, I think it's too early to give him the top 5 treatment, if that makes sense. And that's no hit on JJ. I'm just trying to be real
Sure.
that I think there are guys that have done more already than JJ has. You could say, you could say that he didn't have the opportunity, but he's going to get that opportunity this year.
Right.
Um,
And if the results come back like they did last year or worse or whatever, then right, we'd have something to talk about. Look, we're going to be doing this, right? So we'll be able to tell 3-4 games in where we are. Obviously, we play 3 cupcakes to start the season off, so I'm not going to put too much stock into that. But once the Big Ten schedule starts, we'll have our answers. And for me and for these guys in the comment section who are obviously Michigan fans too, so take it with a grain of salt if you will, but we have no doubts about JJ. We saw enough from JJ in year 1 when he came in and made some throws. Now, in my opinion, JJ also cost us the Michigan State game in that first year, but that's another story. And then last year,
but you could also say that wasn't his fault. John Harbaugh put him in that position.
No, absolutely. But at the end of the day, hold on to the football. And then, last year he was good, and I think this year he takes another step. We need him to take another step, obviously, to compete on the level that we want to compete at, and we don't think that there's really no reason we shouldn't be in the national championship game at the end of the year.
So I'm looking at this. So first of all, I've kind of cheated and looked through the rest of the list. Pro Football Focus made some questionable decisions on this list. So obviously we got the top 2, Caleb Williams, Drake May.
Right.
Take a guess who they've got at the 3rd spot.
It's not Michael Penix.
Nope.
Bo Nix.
Nope. Jordan Travis from Florida State.
Okay. All right. I mean, I wouldn't have him at number 3. I'm not completely upset about it, though.
Then at 4, they've got Michael Penix. Number 5, they have Bo Nix. Number 6, this is where I think that they, this is where you start to get to, okay, Pro Football Focus is just idiots. They had Jaden Daniels at 6 from LSU.
I know you don't like LSU because you're old coach.
No, dude, Jaden Daniels was not impressive this year. He was impressive at times.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I get it. He wasn't consistent.
He got benched against Georgia because he was playing so bad.
Yeah, he was inconsistent.
But I don't think he's the 6th best. Then they've got Sam Hartman at 7.
Look at this guy here.
I got Caden. They're knocking out Big Ten teams this year at Iowa. Hey, you know what? The Hawkeyes let's say this. They won't score 10 points per game anymore. They will actually score. Actually, no. They didn't even score double digits last year. They averaged like 9 points a game.
That's disrespectful.
So they will average probably 10 this year with Cade as their quarterback.
So 9 to 10, you give him a point?
Yeah.
All right.
Cade, I don't know how much better he is than Putrid Peaches, the quarterback for
Cade's better than Petrus. for sure.
The fact that Iowa stuck with Petrus,
I know.
and I'm like, dude, what?
Cade McNamara, and this might not be super popular in Michigan circles either. Cade McNamara, to this point, is probably the most important quarterback in the 21st century for Michigan to this point.
Okay, hold on a minute. Let me look at Antoine's comment. JJ wasn't even at his best and made the college.
He wasn't.
It wasn't a team. It was a team effort, was it not?
It was.
Your guys?
He's the quarterback.
Blake
though.
Corum. No, let me say Blake Corum got you guys in position to make the playoff. JJ guaranteed it with the game against Ohio State. But let's not disrespect Blake Corum. Let's not be like, hey,
you were disrespecting Blake Corum.
No, Blake Corum was one of the probably a top 3 running back in college football last year. But
no, probably.
But let me say this though. Like people are going to Michigan fans. Oh, JJ led us to the playoffs. No, he didn't.
Yes, he did. He's the quarterback.
Blake Corum led you guys to the playoffs. He just was hurt and couldn't play in the playoffs. JJ wasn't even at his best. He had other people around him.
Blake Corum did nothing for us against the other state.
Because he was hurt.
Right. That's the point. If we lose that game.
Donovan Edwards.
If we lose that game, we can't depend on the committee.
Give Cade McNamara, Blake Corum, and Donovan Edwards, and they still win those games. They still win those games.
Stop it. Cade McNamara doesn't make the plays against Illinois. If we had Cade McNamara, we'd have lost.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying if you have Cade McNamara, you definitely lose to Illinois.
Right.
But I still think you guys beat Ohio State with Cade McNamara because Ohio State's defense was atrocious.
Ohio State sold out to stop the run.
But I'm just saying, like, calm down on JJ, man. Like, he didn't – it wasn't like he was like Drake May out here carrying a bunch of –
Your JJ disrespect.
No, because Drake May – now, if you want to sit here and say Drake May carried a bunch of scrubs at North Carolina – then we can sit and have a conversation about it.
Yeah, but I don't think we're not saying Michigan was scrubs. We're not saying that JJ.
But JJ didn't carry them to he didn't be like
JJ has to get the credit because JJ
gets credit, but he didn't carry.
JJ in our biggest game showed up the biggest.
Hey, you know what?
And let me tell you why JJ's touchdowns were bigger than Donovan's touchdowns. And no disrespect to Donovan because he was phenomenal in that game. If we don't get those touchdowns from JJ, Ohio State has a chance to really put their foot on our neck. JJ had to come up with some magic on the first touchdown to Cornelius Johnson. And then Cornelius came up with the magic on the second one. Obviously, he shook the helmet off of the other state guy. So that's that. But JJ still has to make those throws.
Hey, how good is Notre Dame's quarterback?
Who's that?
Should I? It was Antoine. Hey, we got Sam Hartman, baby. We got the Hart man, like the best quarterback that was available in the transfer portal.
Okay, all right.
Like, hey, Sam Hartman knows what it takes to win. So, and if you want to talk about carrying, Sam Hartman carried a program that was irrelevant in football until Sam Hartman got there and said, all right, I'm going to carry you scrubs to an ACC championship.
I feel like you're being a little disrespectful. Look, we're going to get out of here by 6:30 today. But let's shift gears just a little bit.
Okay, no. Wait, Jason Moore. CJ Carr is not the next Joe Montana because Joe Montana was actually bad in college. So, if he's the next Joe Montana,
he won the Cotton Bowl.
Joe Montana look at his stats. He averaged 9 touchdowns a year and 9 interceptions. He was he was not that good in college. Like Notre Dame fans, I always look at Notre Dame fans stupid when they be like, Joe Montana was such a beast in college. No, he wasn't.
Well,
Yeah,
I feel the same way about Tom Brady. If I'm being fit, if I'm
it's
being
like
fair.
he was good and he was okay.
Tom
But
Brady was decent at Michigan, but he wasn't.
if we're going based off of who the best
who he ended
quarterback
up
in Notre
being.
Dame history is,
It's
that's
Joe
Brady
Montana.
Quinn. Brady Quinn. Like just going off, not taking into account NFL, just college. Brady Quinn's the best quarterback to ever put on a gold helmet.
Brady
But
Quinn.
dude, I didn't look back because we were doing like our all-time teams. Brady Quinn's stats, dude. I didn't even realize how good that guy was. Watch the Gator Bowl MVP. Tyler Buckner was a beast in that game. Like he showed. Well, hey, when has JJ McCarthy ever thrown for 6 touchdowns? Tyler Buckner did it.
Tyler Buckner needed to because Tyler Buckner gave the other team
3 touchdowns.
3 gifts, right?
2 of them weren't his fault. The first one was listen. The first one was it got batted up. The first one he was throwing to a wide open receiver and the receiver tipped it up in the air and it got intercepted. The third one, like the last one when the game was basically out of hand and we let them back into the game, was because Tommy decided to think, hey, let's throw a quick slant here. And it's 1st and goal at the 1-yard line. And we got Audric Estime out there. Let's throw a quick slant.
So a couple things. I want Notre Dame fans to stop blaming Tommy Rees for your ills. All right?
Okay. You want to go watch the tape? Because I can bring up the tape.
Tommy Rees is not the reason you guys sucked.
Drew Pine and Tommy Rees were the reasons we sucked on offense. Or not sucked, but we were limited.
Drew Pine played better than Tyler Buckner when Tyler Buckner was in there, other than the obvious.
Did you not watch Tyler Buckner against South Carolina?
I just said other than the Gator Bowl.
Drew Pine is Drew Pine, the only time he ever threw for 3 or more touchdowns was against Navy.
And you needed him.
We did because he sucked in the second half.
Oh my God.
No, Drew Pine was so stuck on throwing it to Mayer. It was like, dude, what are you doing? But no, I'm just saying, like, Michigan fans, you guys want to say that, well, we're high on CJ Carr. You guys calm down on JJ, man.
JJ McCarthy is better than CJ Carr.
Oh, okay.
JJ McCarthy was a legit 5-star quarterback.
How old is JJ McCarthy? 21?
21, right?
I would hope so. He better be better than a 17-year-old that's not even played a single snap of college ball yet. If he's not, I would question that.
This is hilarious. This is right here. This is why this guy can't be taken
you know
serious.
What? Well, okay. When Tommy Rees, who's the quarterback over there for Alabama now? That like number 4, that was like quick as shit and runs all the time. When
Tommy Rees wins the national championship,
when Tommy Rees ruins Alabama's offense and Nick Saban tells him to do his effing job, and it becomes a meme on Twitter, then we will see. Our Notre Dame fans were
in the comments. Really, in the comment section,
to go ruin Alabama.
In the comment section, who wins the Natty first? Brian Kelly or Marcus Freeman?
Marcus Freeman, you know why? 2 reasons. Brian Kelly doesn't win big games.
Now let me there's a caveat because Marcus Freeman could get fired and go somewhere else or leave and go somewhere else. I'm talking about
get fired.
Marcus
We're winning a Natty this year, Phil. What are you talking about?
Huh?
We're winning a Natty this year. What are you talking about?
Yeah, we need to get off of here because clearly you need some sleep. You need to go back to sleep.
Hey, listen, we're at least making the playoffs. We are at least making the playoffs. And I pray to God that you make it there too, Phil. I hope you do. Because we'll be there. We're just waiting on you.
You guys are waiting on us. We're keeping the door open. We are the
no. We will be waiting on you guys because our season finishes a week before your guys' does.
Oh, that Big Ten championship won't matter.
Oh,
I mean, we're gonna win it, but it just won't matter.
Not when you already have one loss to Penn State, and then you got to play. I don't know, Illinois in the Big Ten championship.
The Penn State game is the game that I think we have the greatest chance to lose. I don't think we will lose, but that game is the game that I would say if we were going to take a L on the schedule.
What do you
that
mean?
would be the one.
Big Grub missing out on Dante Moore stung a lot more than Carr. Not really. CJ Carr's better than Dante Moore.
Hey,
go watch the film.
Stop the presses. You okay? Because
wait, Phil, wait, really quick.
All right.
Because you have the share screen ability, correct?
Yes.
Oh, wait, actually, no, I do. Hold on.
All right.
I'm gonna pull this up, and you can tell me if this guy is not better.
He's not.
Than what you see.
Did you see Dante Moore in the Under Armour game?
I did. He was originally going to be our player.
Was he not fantastic?
Let's see.
Against the best kids in high school?
You realize that CJ Carr played the same competition, right?
Okay.
They've literally played the same competition.
What footage are you trying to show us? Is it from that game?
Hold on, let's see.
Because I don't think CJ Carr was there.
Hold on, let's
Unless he had tickets. Did he have tickets? He showed that he was a spectator.
Hold on a minute. I gotta do my research. Phil, you take over while I do this.
Yeah. So as I was saying, he has now said that CJ Carr is better than Dante Moore.
He is.
He's not. He has said that
CJ Carr is definitely better than Julian Sand.
Notre Dame, well, whatever. Notre Dame is winning. You didn't say making the playoff, winning the national championship this year.
Oh, okay. So I'll say this:
All
we
right.
will at least make the playoff, and then we will at least win a first-round game.
Ryan, I want so much better for you. I want for these things to go well for you, so that in this chat here, you're not being destroyed like you are on Twitter. This is the same thing that the Ohio State people were saying.
Add that. Put that on screen, Phil.
All right.
Yeah, put that on screen. Hold on. Wait. Let me get this real quick. I gotta stop sharing really quick. Let me get this. Let me present this. You gonna tell me and watch this?
You took it away.
I got it. There you go.
All right.
Tell me that this isn't the best quarterback in it's going to be at Notre Dame next year. The throws that this guy makes.
He is the best quarterback that's going to be at Notre Dame next year.
No, I'm not Notre Dame. I meant the best quarterback. He's going to be better than anybody in the 2024 class.
You have to stop this.
Look at these dimes. Look at the dimes. Hey, you know what? Guess what happened to Marshall? They went 9-4. They went 9-4. What happened when Michigan lost to App State?
Why are you bringing up old shit?
You guys are bringing up old shit.
We don't need to relive that trauma.
You guys would probably lose to App State again right now.
Stop it. Get off the live, bro.
You know what? What do I feel like Notre Dame losing to Marshall is going to it's going to be like how people treat Michigan like when people talk about App State. It's going to be like, hey, why are you bringing up old shit, man? Why are you going to bring that up? Why you got to do that?
Look,
no,
man,
the thing is, people are getting Notre Dame shit for losing to Marshall when Marshall was one of the better group of 5 teams.
Did CJ Carr
we're just sitting here and act like they didn't
in high school?
Huh?
Did they play each other in high school?
Who? CJ Carr and Dante Moore? I believe so.
And who won that game? It was Dante Moore.
CJ Carr was 8-1. I know that.
Dante Moore won the state championship.
CJ Carr, his team hasn't been good enough to make this state championship.
But CJ Carr is CJ.
Yeah, who does Dante Moore have to play with? Because CJ Carr is the only top recruit at his school.
This is
look at this throw. Dot.
That's a
dot.
Nice throw.
Absolute dot. This dude is already I looked at Kenny Minchie's tape, and Kenny Minchie's good. But look at this, like, dude, you mean to tell me that guy's not going to be a
Son of
Heisman
God.
Trophy winner?
He's not. Look, here's the
Yeah.
thing, man. The thing about these highlights is that they are exactly that. Highlights.
Woo! Man,
Right?
that's some Patrick Mahomes stuff. Look at
If
that.
he did this on every play, I'd be impressed.
He did do this on every play.
If he did this on every play, he'd be
Look
the
at
best
that throw,
quarterback in
man.
the country.
Like, this isn't just like he's playing scrubs either. This is the best of the best in Michigan football.
Michigan scared of Army. They missed the field goal. Again, man, you guys in your
Hey, imagine losing to Army. That couldn't be us.
I'm not even. Hey, look. So here's the thing. This was another successful show. We've got 31 people in the live. I think we got up to.
Wait, go back. Wait, hold on. I'm gonna replay this really quick before we get out of here.
Yeah,
that play right there was just insane. Like, you tell me not this one, but the next one.
All right.
Tell me what quarterback in the class is gonna do this shit. Oop, got him. Easy money. Like, what quarterback is gonna do that? You don't see Dante Moore doing that.
Hey, bro. Tell your wife to give you some NyQuil. You need sleep.
I've never seen JJ throw on the run. I've seen JJ throw on the run. Ended up being a pick against Purdue twice.
You need sleep. I was just given. We reached like 36, 37 people in the live today, which is obviously
How much was it?
It got up to like 37 at one point.
Oh Jesus. We made it, Phil.
Yeah, right. Because it was like 6 people the last time. And I think that was Mike's fault, by the way. Him and his blasphemy that he was spewing. Right?
Okay, Mike, I will say this, dude. Like, we're Notre Dame fans together. But some of the stuff you be saying, I can't support, man. I'm sorry. Like, you're my bro, man. But some of the stuff you say on Twitter, like, I dropped out of that conversation because I was like, all right.
You have to.
And I was like, Mike, I can't defend you. When you say stuff some stuff that's out of pocket, I'm like, I can't.
Hey, look, I responded to something Mike tweeted yesterday, and one of your Notre Dame fans jumped out of the woodwork on me. And I had to like.
I've seen a lot of QBs doing that.
All right.
Did you see Cade McNamara doing that, Jason? That's what I thought.
Cade, shout out to Cade. Most important quarterback in the 21st century from Michigan. But all right, tell the people where they can find you at.
All right, so you go ahead and please, guys, if you can, if you like what me and Phil do, go over to Week Zero Productions, the YouTube channel. Look up Week Zero Productions. That's just how you say it. It's not, you don't spell out zero, just zero. Look it up on YouTube. We do a show every Friday night at 6 p.m. Central Time. Tune in, whether you're Michigan people, Notre Dame people, or you just want to talk shit. Like, go over there. We do all that stuff. You can troll me anytime Notre Dame loses. God forbid they lose to Central Michigan this year. So go over there. Week Zero Productions. We got a lot of stuff coming out soon. We're doing a NFL draft live stream. We're going to be streaming the entire NFL draft and reacting to it together. So, like I said, please, it's a typo. Go over to Week Zero Productions and give us a like and a follow. And I'll see you guys on Friday.
Yeah. Obviously, follow me everywhere at Maze Madman. You see it here. I will be.
And also follow me on Twitter too, because me and Phil both like talking shit on Twitter. So please go on Twitter.
It goes down on Twitter.
But also, like I said, Phil can vouch for us. I'm not just mooching off of Phil. Phil can vouch that we are.
Here we go. Week Zero Productions.
We are legit.
Give them a follow on YouTube. Go over there right now. All 26 of you migrate over there and hit the subscribe button. But yeah, it was a good one. Again, you said you do need a nap, but you brought it again. And thank you to everybody in the comment section. You guys are the best. All of you are madmen. My guy Jason, my guy Antoine always comes through. Shout out to both
Hey,
of those guys.
I like Antoine. I like the
SE
back and
Air.
forth. Jason, you need to come over, dude. We need to talk some
Mike,
more on the week 0
Mike
streams,
Campbell,
man.
obviously. Michigan for fan education.
By the way, Jason, really quick, he said I thought OSU fans were the most delusional. They still are. They still are.
Without a doubt, they are right up there with you. You guys,
They think
you
that
guys are running.
We're up there. We are delusional as hell.
They're with them.
But when you go to an Ohio State,
Michigan
or
fans
Alabama
are clearly the most grounded.
No, but Alabama and Ohio State fans, if you ever go to an Alabama or Ohio State message boards, bro, talk about God complex.
Oh, wait, did we get a super chat? Because if so, I'm sorry, Jason, that I missed it.
Wait, we had a super chat.
No, I don't think so.
Stop wasting money on super chats.
Yo, it's not a super chat. We just put people up here. All right, but anyway, yeah, follow me at Maze Madman everywhere. You see the Twitter, you see Ryan's Twitter, Fravel_Ryan. Make sure to follow him there. We'll be back next week, same time. I'll be back with another video tomorrow, so expect that. There is other new crystal balls to Michigan. So expect that, and expect Notre Dame to finish somewhere there between 20 and 25 in this recruiting class. I'm upset.